Cattle, like oil palm, has no waste part. Its meat is harvested as beef for consumption. Its milk for production of dairy products. Its bones for the production of adhesives and resins. Its horns are used for ornamental purposes and can be made into musical instruments. Its feces for production of organic fertilizers and biofuel. Finally, its skin is made into leather.
Welcome to Benedi Grazing Center.
At Benedi Grazing Community in Sokoto State, the contestants were taught the sacred art of cattle rearing, for which the nomadic Fulani herdsmen were popular.
A cow that is born, after 1 year, 7 months, it will become matured.
The contestants now present ideas for more effective, efficient, and profitable ways of harnessing Sokoto's vast resources in cattle.
My name is Chidima Miriam Eke.
As the Chief Executive Officer of Achievers Company, I want you to give us a brief of your business plan and your mission.
Achievers stands for A, articulate. We work together as a team. C, creativity. We believe in inventing new ideas into our business. H stands for heroes, which means we are brave in our work and people admire us a lot. Intelligence, we are good at learning and understanding. Excellence, we go for excellence in our products. Visionary, we foresee the future and so make plans ahead of it. Exceptional, we are unique in our services. Role models, we set the pace and others follow. Self-reliance, we are independent. Our vision is to be the vanguard of a new generation of Nigerian business whose role in world affairs defines entrepreneurial leadership. Our mission is to provide agro-allied products at competitive prices with a view to being a major employer and supplier of local content to domestic and international markets. Our ownership. The company will be a limited liability company, LLC. This is necessary in order to ensure separation of ownership from control to achieve significant growth of capital and continuity. Also, as a new company, we are also aware of failures, and because of that, we have taken time to analyze our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats. We have well-preserved processes of our products, unlike what we have out there on the roadside. We all know that beef is highly perishable if not well preserved. Because of that, we have come with a new technological way of preserving our products. Also, our product has also obtained a NAFDAC approval and NMA endorsement. We know that there are laws binding food production industry. You don't just get up and set up a food production industry without abiding by the laws and regulations. Because of that, our company has taken time to register with NAFDAC and also have gotten NMA endorsement, which will enable us to operate effectively.
I am Anachi Chikezima, and I am the head of production and research for Achievers Nigeria Incorporated. Basically, my CEO has done enough to show the reason why we ventured into Bish. Bish is gotten from the name beef and kilishi. Now, kilishi is a local product produced in most parts of northern Nigeria, which is generally accepted. Everywhere you go in Nigeria, persons are always interested in taking kilishi, especially when they visit northern Nigeria. And we decided, why not go into the production of kilishi industrially for domestic consumption? Most of the kilishi we find outside is not processed hygienically. You find it be dried in the sun, and when you dry meat in the sun, it increases rancidity, and also microorganisms get to grow on that particular meat that you've tried to dry outside. And these were the things we looked at, and we tried to remove them from our production processes. Something we've thought about for a long time, and it was the use of nitrites in preserving our dried beef. Now, our product lines basically range from Bish. Bish basically is your normal kilishi, but one which has been well processed and which is more hygienic. Now, the processes we used, we decided to go into technological innovation in producing kilishi, and that meant that we imported great machines that will help us produce kilishi better. That was meat grinders, meat slicers, and also the warm oven that my CEO highlighted before. The warm oven uses a tray dryer which dries kilishi in the oven and prevents the growth of microorganisms. It also prevents the growth of rancidity. Also, we use trimming methods to remove excess fat. We acknowledge the fact that most Nigerians do not like fat in their meat. Most persons stay away from red meat because they don't want to have heart disease. And most persons are going into vegetarian diets because of that same reason. And we identified this and tried to remove the fat. Our kilishi is 100% pure beef. It lacks fat. There is no fat absolutely in our kilishi. And we believe that is one of our cutting edge. Also, we use natural preservatives in producing it. We use cinnamon, we use thyme, we use onions and vegetables, things that can be found readily in our environment in producing our kilishi, which means that it is friendly to anybody. The person who has cancer and is scared of chemical products does not need to fear our kilishi. And then secondly, beef seasoning. There's a story about a woman who went to the market to prepare our favorite food for her husband. Her husband was back from a long journey actually. And then when she got to the market, she wanted to prepare something with beef flavor. But she could not find an acceptable natural beef flavor products in the market. And so she just had to buy beef, go home and then parboil the beef to provide to produce the meal for her husband. And that was, with that story in mind, we came up with our product, Bish. Why is it that there's no locally acceptable natural beef condiments in the market? And that's what we came up with. Oftentimes, people require beef flavor for their kitchen, but seldom find natural beef seasoning. In essence, what we have come up with is something that is 100% Nigerian. It's something that is acceptable to the average Nigerian out there. And we have essentially transformed the product of meat packaging and processing in Nigeria.
My name is Ogene Kume Ogbiriga. I'm the head of the marketing department at Achievers Nigeria PLC. Well, we are going to be packaging our products in specially designed packets for the Bish and for the seasoning. The seasoning is more attractive than the Bish itself. Bish chili, Bish sauce, and Bish soup are more attractive because they are spices, and we want people to also be aware that we're not just selling Bish alone, but there are spices accompanying Bish. And each spice is going to have a product label on it. And that product label is basically going to contain instructions on how the user will be able to prepare meals using these spices. We're going to be promoting our products with variety of advertisements and publicity because we want to ensure our products against stiff competition, against a lot of other people who might be interested in going into this business because we have already established it. We'll be using informative and persuasive forms of advertisements on TV and billboards. And the billboards we're going to be using are going to be attractively designed with Bish products to influence and kind of convince our customers to purchase it and have a taste of what we are selling. We'd also use print media and jungle publicity. Jungle publicity jungle publicity is just about doing road shows in strategic locations like markets and like stadiums or where people are likely to gather when there is an event, so that we could just have our buses designed with our products, with posters and everything that we are selling. Then we also have marketers and sales personnel hanging around with our branded t-shirts to be able to give out as a form of promo to our customers.
My name is Onyejemo Cynthia Nkiruka. BHA Tannery and Leather Works is basically into the tannery of raw hides and skin to form leathers and also to use them for manufacturing of shoes. Research has shown that neglect of leather products in Nigeria in favor of the oil production has left Nigeria behind for a global market worth about $72 billion. In view of this, BHA has come up with process of a tannery factory that is going to tan these leathers that we have as our natural products in Nigeria. First, let me start with our vision. Our vision is to transform Nigeria's agricultural sector into a viable source of revenue and employment for Nigerians. While our mission is to be a leading self-sustaining agro-allied company operating under sound management and environmental friendly practices. It has also come to our notice that Nigeria imports about 20 million pair of shoes annually, despite the fact that we have shoes that are manufactured locally here. Also, developed countries and developing countries which are unable to keep up with the demand for tanned leather and finished leather products are constantly seeking new supply and are looking to West Africa as a potential source of supply. And these developed and developing countries are coming with long-term investment into the Nigerian stock market, which can potentially fetch Nigerians about $104 million in the next 5 years. This is my company organogram. I am the managing director or CEO. Below, I have my executive directors of operation, executive director of finance and accounts, head products, research and development, head of promotion, directly under the director of operations. I also have the head pricing and strategy and the head of sales under the executive director of finance and accounts.
Thank you very much, my CEO. My name is Bemisola Oshadwa, the head of product research and development of BHA Tannery and Leather Works. Archaeological studies have shown that hides and skin have been used in time past as clothes, vessel bedding, and possibly structurally in